welcome back to the show, and we are now on the exercise number 3, and now we're gonna listen, then fill those blue words in the boxes. Alright, let's now do it.
I'm going to choose the restaurant in photo 1. It's at school, so it would be very easy to meet up with my friend. It also looks like a cheap restaurant, and that's important because I'd be there to talk to my friend about a problem, not to spend a lot of money. The problem with the restaurant in photo 3 is that it's too crowded. It looks trendy and informal, which is good, but it might also be quite expensive. I wouldn't opt for the restaurant in photo 2 because it looks too formal. It might be quieter than the other restaurants, but it certainly wouldn't be cheap. I wouldn't feel comfortable and relaxed there. So overall, the restaurant in photo 1 would be best.
Alright, so we have finished.
Lesson 7.
Shut up!
Exercise 6.
Thank you for your service. So we have finished the exercise. Okay, so we have finished the listening part. So now we're gonna correct your answers, alright? So I'm gonna play the tape again, then we will fill in the blanks with me by checking the answers from the tape. Alright, so let's rewind it.
Lesson 7F. Exercises 2 and 3.
Okay, so now let's begin.
I'm going to choose the restaurant in photo 1.
Okay,
It's at school,
I'm
so
going
it would
to
be very
choose.
easy to meet up.
I'm going to choose the restaurant in photo 1. So choose will be the word we're gonna fill in. Choose. I'm gonna choose this restaurant in the photo 1. Why? Because what? Let's listen next.
Up with my friend. It also looks like a cheap restaurant, and that's important because I'd be there to talk to my friend about a problem, not to spend a lot of money. The problem with the restaurant in photo 3 is that it's too crowded.
The problem with the restaurant in photo 3 it is too crowded. Alright? So the problem, too crowded. Problem. 2. Alright, so now we're gonna choose the next word.
It looks trendy and informal, which is good, but it might also be quite expensive. I wouldn't opt for the restaurant in photo 2 because it looks too formal. It might be quieter than the other restaurants, but it certainly wouldn't be cheap.
Alright, so it might be quieter than the other restaurants because it certainly wouldn't be cheap. Alright, so what is it? Might. Oh, sorry. Sorry. And then the answer to number 3, that is, I wouldn't opt for the restaurant in the photo 2 because it looks too formal. Alright, so remember that, and now I'm gonna type it in. Okay, so the answer, opt. I would not opt for the restaurant in the photo 2 because it looks too formal. Alright, sorry, it looks too formal. And number 4, it might be quieter than the other restaurants, but it certainly wouldn't be cheap. So it might certainly wouldn't be cheap. So number 5, what is it? What is the answer?
I wouldn't feel comfortable and relaxed there. So overall, the restaurant in photo 1 would be best.
Alright. So overall, the restaurant in the photo 1 would be the best. Alright, so we're gonna fill it in. So overall, the restaurant in photo 1 would be the best. So she has chosen the photo 1, the picture, the restaurant in the photo 1 to describe what restaurant is the best. So she had given a lot of reasons why did she choose that restaurant? And she had to compare that restaurant she chose with the other restaurants in the pictures. So when you're talking about when you're describing things, describing the picture, you have to give reason why you choose that picture first. Then you have to first you have to choose that picture first. Absolutely. Then you have to describe why. And by comparing that picture you chose with the other pictures in that section. Then after you describing those pictures, you have to make a conclusion that you chose, that you will use the phrase overall. So overall, maybe the restaurant in photo 1, example, the restaurant in photo 1 would be the best. So remember, when you're describing that picture, remember, after you give reasons, please give a conclusion so that the examiner would know what picture did you talk about. So they will give you higher marks for that. And one more thing you need to remember, that is, remember to use those phrases in the exercise number 3. Exercise number 3, because it is very essential. You will use that to describe pictures by using the words like problem 2, looks, might, certainly. So overall, the restaurant is the best. So when you use those phrases, you get higher marks. So please do it if you want to get high marks. So that has been our tonight's lesson by show, and thank you so much for tuning in. And remember to review our tonight's lesson. It is short, but you can play sport. Oh yeah, and remember to review our tonight's lesson. It is the Unit 7F stimulus description. And remember to tune in to our tomorrow's lesson. A brand new one at 7:30 p.m. on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. We're gonna learn Unit 7G right on the screen. We're gonna learn how to write an essay, and the type of that essay it is for and against essay writing. It is very important. You will have to know how to write a for and against essay, because it is in the test a lot, especially when you are learning at an English school and you are at grade 10, 11, or maybe in the future you have to learn grade 10 and grade 11. You will see this type of exercise, type of writing a lot. So please remember to tune in tomorrow night's lesson, so you will learn how to write an essay. Review 7F, prepare 7G. And for see, this has been our tonight's lesson of our show. Goodbye and good night, spasibo. See you tomorrow night.